Happy Holidays from KVUE-24.
Two things that symbolize the holidays.
At this time when hearts rest close to home, our prayers this year must go farther around the world. From our family to yours, season's greetings from ABC News.
America's watching ABC.
Nobody's done it like Donahue.
I'm a misfit.
I won't argue whether we should have been in Vietnam.
I'm determined to keep America strong.
I think he's probably the laziest president.
That is about as demagogic as they...
Nobody does it like Donahue. Weekday afternoons at 3.
1990, the season that shocked the nation. Now the Longhorns are running for the national championship. Beginning Wednesday, the KVUE-24 sports team will report live from Dallas. And Monday, December 31st, head coach David McWilliams joins Hugh Lewis and Danny Elsner for a look back at the 1990 season and a Cotton Bowl preview. Texas Fever, Shock the Nation Tour. New Year's Eve at 6:30 on KVUE-24.
From the Governor's Mansion, good evening and Merry Christmas. Welcome to Celebrate the Season, a KVUE-24 Action News gift for you.
Every year we take this night to celebrate Austin with you. The people, the spirit, the joy that makes this area such a special place to all of us.
As Dick mentioned, tonight we're at the Governor's Mansion, a home that's seen this city and state change and grow.
This is the season of giving, and nowhere is that more apparent than right here in Central Texas.
So relax, sit back, and celebrate the season.
Tonight we're going to step away from the daily routine of covering the news and tell you about the good things and the good people in this area.
In the next half hour, you'll meet the people who've lived in this home for 8 holiday seasons. Governor Bill Clements and his wife, Rita. They'll share with you some of the stories of Christmas time in this special place.
And we'll take you to a South Austin legend, the D.E. Crumley grocery store, where thousands of motorists are delighted with the spirit of Christmas every night.
And we'll have a special gift for you, a singing celebration from two cultures.
And we'll meet Santa Claus. Yes, Santa Claus. A man who's hearing impaired, a man you won't forget.
And what is Christmas without those family traditions? You'll meet one Austin family who loves to get together and make tamales.
All this and much, much more as you join us to celebrate the season. A celebration that begins in one of the warmest rooms of this mansion.
Welcome to the cozy front parlor of the mansion, one of Governor Bill Clements and his wife Rita's favorite rooms of this home, especially when it's all decked out for the holidays. During his first administration, Bill and Rita Clements undertook the massive job of restoring this mansion. It's now a beautiful place, and it's filled with many holiday memories.
Well, we'll have many occasions where really people are coming in from all over the state to be here in the mansion and to see the Christmas decorations and sort of the holiday spirit and so forth. So it's a real nice time of the year and a great season, you know.
Rita Clements has also added a lasting touch to the collection of ornaments for the Christmas tree.
What we did, we asked each county in Texas, and as you know, we have 254 counties, we sent a letter to the historical officer or the county judge asking if they would get an artist in their county to paint a historic scene from their county on the balls.
Indeed, each ornament is a work of art. But like so many Texans, Governor Clements and his wife say it's not the decorations, the tree, or the presents that make this time of year so special. It's the spirit of the season.
There's a warm tradition of thought and actions that track the Christmas season as being a season of giving of oneself to other people. And it's a real good feeling.
A Christmas tradition among many Hispanic families is to get together and make tamales. It's not only a time to cook, it's a time for family members to catch up on what's happening in their lives. Now, some of you may not know how to make tamales, so we went to some experts to find out. Maria Solis Iqbal and her sister Juanita Solis are definitely in the Christmas spirit. They're carrying on a tradition that's been with their family since they were teenagers, making tamales for the holidays.
My mother, my grandmother, my aunt, cousin, they used to get together, and my grandfather used to kill a pig. We all make tamales for Christmas.
Making tamales is hard work. There are many ingredients and the preparation time is consuming. But to the Solis sisters, it's fun.
All my family get together. They come to visit us from Brownsville.
And it's just a time to talk and
eat.
So just how do you make tamales?
I'm mixing the masa with garlic, black pepper, cominos, salt, and red pepper.
That red pepper, what made it turn a little orangey?
Right.
The masa is corn flour.
Then we get the cornstarch, we spread it.
You get about a spoon of masa, and then you just spread it like this. You have it ready to put your meat.
And then we just fold it. And then we get a big pot, and then we put a little bit of water, and you can put add about 5 or 6 dozens. And then put a kitchen towel on top, wet it, and then we put the top on it, and we put it on the stove, medium.
Medium heat?
Medium heat.
The filling for tamales can come from a variety of sources. Pork's the most common. There's also chicken, beef, venison, and here the Solis sisters are making bean and jalapeno tamales. Over Christmas, another favorite for some is adding raisins to the filling.
They're sweet, and for me, Christmas is something sweet and special.
After 45 minutes or so, this big batch of tamales is nice and hot and ready to eat.
When we return to celebrate the season, we'll take a trip to Crumley's little corner of the world. We'll also invite you to join us for Sounds of Two Cultures. All that and more when we continue to celebrate the season.
Now it's that special time of year. Time to share what we hold dear. Reaching out with hope for peace. There at home here in our hearts, dear, I hear sleigh bells ring. Sleigh bells ring. Peace on earth. All the best from KVUE-24.
Children have always played a role in bringing this mansion to life, and it's this banister in the center of the home that taunted many of them.
You see, when it's not decorated in holiday cheer, this wooden banister appears to be a bit like a shiny slide.
There's a story that's been around this mansion for quite a few years. It's the story of Governor James Hogg and his 3 children.
Seems the kids like to slide down the banister till they fell off the end, and the governor didn't think that was very safe for his 2 boys and little girl.
So he pounded nails into the banister to stop them from sliding. And although they've been filled in now, you can still see the holes along the banister's wood. By the way, the trick worked.
Of course, many people jam our highways during the holiday season, going to and from visiting family and friends. And the drive at night can get a little tiring. But there is one little corner of the world out in South Austin that provides the holiday spirit for thousands of motorists who drive by it every night. The D.E. Crumley Grocery. It starts well before Christmas. D.E. Crumley, his longtime helper Frank, and 10-year-old granddaughter Kimberly climb up the shaky ladder to work on a project D.E. started at this store 21 years ago.
Well, we've always done it all of our life, even at our home place. We've always put up Christmas lights, and then we come up here, we start putting up a few, and then we add it to it, so people could see it. Especially going up and down the road. Yeah. Wait, let me get a toothpick.
The work is slow. Each light on each strand must be tested. One bad light can keep an entire string of lights from working.
It gets real frustrating. And then sometimes you can't get them going at all, and so then you just have to throw that string away and start over again.
Crumley started stringing lights on his store 21 years ago, and since he began, there's only been 1 year when the lights didn't go up. It was in the early 1970s when there was a power crisis in Austin, and the electric utility department asked people to conserve, to use as few Christmas lights as possible. But in all the other years, Crumley has dutifully strung thousands of lights, adding a few more each year. This year, Crumley has 5,000 lights on his store, more lights than adorn Congress Avenue's Christmas decorations. His craving to spread holiday cheer has infected granddaughter Kimberly, who has been helping her grandpa for 8 years.
It makes me feel very good inside because Christmas is about sharing and stuff like that. So this makes me feel warm inside because it's bright. And so other people can feel bright and warm about it, too.
And when darkness falls and the store is closed, the lights stay on. Every nook and cranny of the old store reflects the warm glow. Steer skulls are crowned with lights. Even spiders get their share of the holiday spirit. D.E. says at age 68, it's getting harder to get up and down that ladder. And for many years, he said this year is going to be the last one.
I keep saying this is it, and then people start coming by and say, when are you going to put up your lights? When are you going to put up your lights? And then I start all over again.
And there are many weary holiday travelers who are thankful each year that D.E. Crumley does.
Welcome back to Celebrate the Season. You know, during the past few weeks, Austinites have done their part to help their neighbors who are less fortunate. One of our favorite projects is, of course, our Coats for Kids, sponsored by KVUE-24, Goodwill, and Jack Brown Cleaners. But you know, it's an effort only made possible with incredible support from you, the Central Texas community. Thousands of families turned out a couple of weeks ago for Distribution Day. That's the culmination of a lot of hard work and a whole lot of love. Without your generosity, these kids might have been cold tonight as they headed to celebrate Christmas with family or perhaps headed to church. So tonight, on this Christmas Eve, we'd like to thank you, Central Texas, for helping the children of our community.
We're going to go back to the studio for the next couple of minutes, where Mark Murray has your Christmas Day weather forecast.
Actually, it wasn't a bad day in Austin compared to this past weekend. Temperatures warmed well above freezing. A comfortable high of 42 this afternoon, and the low last night, thanks to some cloud cover, only dropped to 20 degrees, and we didn't pick up any rain today. KVUE-24 weather watchers report afternoon high temperatures mainly in the 40s. 34, though, at Johnson City, 48 at Enchanted Rock. Out to the east, 30s were reported today, 35 at Taylor, 42 for the high at Georgetown, and LaGrange reached up to 40 degrees. The Christmas Day forecast says snow across the upper Great Lakes and a storm watch out for portions of northern lower Michigan and upper Michigan. Generally, there are light amounts of snow expected tomorrow in the northeast. In the southeast, it's going to be cooler but partly cloudy. Out to the west, cold air starting to work down from Canada, just about moving into Texas, but it's a very weak cold front. Not very cold air behind that, but it will touch off just some scattered light showers along the front. Overnight lows will drop into the teens and 20s below across the north central United States, teens in the portion of New England, minus 10 across the Rockies, 20s and 30s across much of the west coast. Crisp afternoon highs will not make it above zero across International Falls. Teens, 20s, 30s for the east. Nice and warm, though, in Florida with 50s and 60s there. Temperatures in the west range from the 30s in the northwest to 50s across the deserts of the southwest. Around Texas for Christmas Day, that cold air will stay north of us all day tomorrow. Sunny skies in the north, partly cloudy in the central, and cloudy skies across South Texas with some rain showers south of San Antonio. That rain will begin to work its way north during the afternoon. It looks like it should be into Austin by some time tomorrow night. Here's the Austin forecast. We'll see clouds increasing tonight with our overnight low down to 28 degrees. Winds will be light and variable. For Christmas Day, mostly cloudy and a high of 46 degrees. Winds out of the south 5 to 10. And then for Christmas night, a chance of rain back in the picture, but a mild overnight low of only 36 degrees. The extended outlook for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Chance of rain each day, mostly cloudy on Wednesday, highs in the 40s. Warming up on Friday, and a good chance of rain, it looks like, by Friday, but temperatures will climb back up into the 60s. And we're watching an Arctic air mass moving south out of Canada. It looks an awful lot like the last one that came through here, moving south over the weekend, and it just might move into South Texas sometime first part of next week. We'll keep an eye on it. Happy holidays from KVUE-24.
Oh, this mansion is filled with history and wonderful stories about the men and women who have lived here. And one of the most famous Texas governors was, of course, Sam Houston. He was Texas governor just prior to the start of the Civil War. And legend has it that one day, just days before Texas seceded from the Union, he received a letter from then-President Lincoln. In it, Lincoln asked the Texas governor to fight the popular sentiment and stay in the Union. Well, apparently, Houston wanted Texas to stay in the Union, but didn't want to divide his beloved state. So he took the letter and he burned it in this fireplace. Days later, Houston resigned as Texas governor. Stay with us as we celebrate the season.
News can happen anywhere.
And I came across the bridge on MLK and I saw the big fire on the interstate, and I had my camera sitting next to me, so I just decided to pull it out and start shooting.
If you see news in the making, tape it with your video camera, then call the KVUE-24 Newsbreaker hotline. KVUE-24 will pay you if we use your video. Call the Newsbreaker hotline, 459-9442.
Welcome back as we celebrate the season. You know, Santa has already started his mysterious rounds around the world. In fact, he probably should be here in the Austin area in the next couple of hours. But in the last couple of weeks, it's been Santa's helpers that have been dressing up like him and entertaining children around Central Texas. Our Rebecca Rodriguez met up with one of Santa's elves, one that helps to share the sights and the sounds of the Christmas season with a very special group of children.
When Christmas fills the air, you can see it, you can feel it, and you can hear it.
What do you want for Christmas? Okay.
For children, that's the most cherished sound of all. But through the eyes and ears of a child who is deaf, Christmas can be a very different experience. But this Santa is bridging the gap.
You should be a good girl, so I'll know to bring you that.
John Williamson understands these children because he too is deaf. Through Santa, he can give the children something he never had.
I remember I sat with Santa Claus, and he talked to me, and I didn't understand what he was saying. I didn't know what was going on. Girl,
but for these children, the message couldn't be any more clear.
Look at your picture now.
A deaf Santa Claus has some inner language that sometimes interpreters don't. Expression is real different. And the kids sense that, and they know that.
What do you want Santa Claus to bring you? A car, wow. What color? A pink one.
For the brief time they're on Santa's lap, these kids are not different. And thanks to the signing Santa, their Christmas memories are like anyone else's.
Austin's a melting pot of many cultures and many traditions. And here in Austin schools, youngsters this year learned a lot about how different religious faiths view the holiday season. Deborah Duncan explains.
This is something you wouldn't have found in the average classroom a few years ago, a menorah to celebrate Hanukkah.
Now it's Hanukkah, we celebrate.
It used to be all Christmas, but now we're more aware. Not everyone celebrates Christmas, and we want to keep everyone happy and feeling comfortable and proud of whatever they do celebrate.
Besides making kids more comfortable, celebrating the holidays this way has also proved to be an education for these impressionable second graders.
You know, there are many cultural differences in the world, and I think it's good to be aware of these. Second grade is certainly not too early to start.
And at this young age, some kids feel it's just the right thing to do.
Because it would hurt the feelings of the other person if we just celebrated like that.
The effort to diversify the holiday season extends itself into the high school curriculum as well.
We just try to get a wide selection of music that would appeal to most any audience. Some Christmas things, sacred pieces. Some secular pieces.
So while the district is working hard not to promote any one belief, there is one message it is willing to push.
'Tis the season to be shouting, la 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 la.
There's still more to come on this Christmas Eve. The Austin Civic Chorus joins us to celebrate the season when we come back.
Now it's that special time of year. Time to share what we hold dear. Every day we make a difference. You can see it here in Austin. All the best from KVUE-24.
It's of utmost importance that an anchor have been a reporter out in the field. That way they know the community. That way they know the people.
What are your main...
How else are you going to get in touch?
Which organization?
Just where we can see. We have those team of professionals who have reported out in the field and who continue to report out into the field.
I find
it takes too long.
You're in touch with your community when you do that.
Hope and happiness. Season with KVUE-24.
It's been a busy holiday season for all of us, but one of our favorite events has been to spend this Christmas Eve with you.
We love being part of the Central Texas community, and thank you for the support you've given KVUE-24 over the years.
We'd especially like to thank Governor Clemens and the First Lady for sharing this beautiful mansion with us.
We hope you're having a wonderful Christmas Eve, and we hope you have a great Christmas Day.
As we leave you, the Austin Civic Chorus as they sing Handel's Messiah. Merry Christmas.
1990, the season that shocked the nation. Now the Longhorns are running for the national championship. Beginning Wednesday, the KVUE-24 sports team will report live from Dallas. And Monday, December 31st, head coach David McWilliams joins Hugh Lewis and Danny Elsner for a look back at the exciting 1990 season and a Cotton Bowl preview. Texas Fever, Shock the Nation Tour. New Year's Eve at 6:30 on KVUE-24.
If you gave to United Way this year, we'd like a couple of words with you.
Happy holidays from KVUE-24.